Okay, good afternoon and welcome to Shulchan Aruch Yomi. Today we're finishing. It's amazing. We finished Pesachas Yevamos today, and we're finishing Hilchas Tefillin today. Siman Mem Hey, final Siman in Hilchas Tefillin. As you know, if you'll see, I've been putting out a separate video of the actual Siyum. It was quite a festival. We had some of the guys from the shul here. We had some dancing. We had a solo. A guy give a solo over there. We had some great cocktails. We had a great cocktails. We had some cosmopolitans. And really expensive cookies. You got like 1,000 cookies for like 13 shekels. So, it was good cookies and vodka and cranberry juice making my cosmopolitan. So everyone enjoyed that thoroughly, and it's worth it. It's worth it to join my shir just for the siyum, right? So I expect every one of you to join my share for Maseches Ksuvos starting tomorrow, and we will starting next week. We're starting Hilchos Birchos HaShachar, Shulchan Aruch Yomi. I told all the people there at the Siyum, I said, because all of you have given me support in the beginning over here, when Yeshiva's YouTube becomes a big thing, the 40 shirim a week I give, the regimen that I have, 40 shirim a week has become a big thing. Eventually, I'm going to privatize it and charge a tuition. $10,000-$15,000 a year, because hey, it's just as good or even better than any yeshiva in the world. I told them that they're all exempt from paying tuition to yeshiva's YouTube. All my fans, they're my first fans, they're exempt, and their kids are exempt. They can come back with me to it. So it's pretty worthwhile to get in early, because otherwise you have to pay a lot of money. Anyway, so let's get started. The end of Hilchos Tefillin over here. It says, Mem Hey, didn't tefillin based on Koros based on Mercha. It's just the halacha about wearing tefillin in the cemetery. Right? You're supposed to wear tefillin all day. So, do you wear it in the cemetery? Aleph, also the is based on Koros, so Vasok Arba Amo Shal Meis, with tefillin barosho. You can't have tefillin on your head. And on your arm also, Mishmaloi Garash, Mehim Mechusim Mutter, right? The reason Shal Yad is not mentioned is because Shal Yad is usually covered. You're supposed to cover Ayula os al yadecha should be lechala os and not lacherim laos the shal yad. So therefore, it's normally covered. The shal rosh is normally megula. It's supposed to be exposed to show Yirah Shamayim, to have other people, to inspire Yirah Shamayim and other people. When you go in the cemetery, you have to cover them because of loig larash. We learned by Hilchos Tzitzis, right? Some gemaras that said that's loig larash. As I explained in Hilchos Tzitzis. As I explained in Hilchos Tzitzis, that this mitzvah really, this Isser Loig Larash, maybe only applies to the Tchelis of the Tzitzis, not to the Lovon of the Tzitzis. So for us who don't wear Tchelis nowadays, it wouldn't apply. And similarly, it probably wouldn't apply to Hilchos Tefillin also. I explained Tchelis is a reward. It's one of the ultimate reward Torah promises us if we follow in the ways of the Torah. That is unfair that we're mentioning to the dead people. They can't get that, but we still living are entitled to strive to get that. The white is really avdos, so tefillin also is a form of avdos in a certain sense. It's not a great thing. We have to do cheshbon nefesh, as I mentioned many times. It's not easy. It's not fun making all these decisions, but we have to do it. So, okay, but the halach is supposed to cover them. Beis hamerchatz, beis hachitzon shkala omdim bo. In a Beis HaMerchatz. What exactly is a Beis HaMerchatz? It means a bathhouse. I mean, in the ancient days, they had bathhouses. Nowadays, we don't have bathhouses. We have something called spas or mikvahs. In the frum communities, you have men's mikvahs. Beis HaChitzon shekol ha'omdim bo, heim levushim, yichol nahaniach sham tefillin chadchila, in a place where everyone's basically dressed. Right? I think I used to go to mikvahs a lot, men's mikvahs. If you go to the outer room, people are getting dressed. Usually people, at least cover themselves with a towel when they're coming back from the mikvah and not be undressed in the outer room. You can wear tefillin chalila bayis hamsoi. Shemixes b'nei adam omdim sham levushim. I guess where the showers are. You recommend to take a shower in the mikvah before you go into the mikvah. Someone on one of my shows came on and said a joke that Shlomo Zalman Auerbach said that he does a chesed to people by taking a shower before he goes into the mikvah, and he also takes a shower after going in the mikvah, because a lot of people, I didn't understand the joke at first, but a lot of people don't take a shower and they go in with their dirty bodies and they make the water dirty, so he becomes dirty by going in the dirty water. So you take a shower beforehand, so people who want to be clean, it's someone clean the mikvah waters, and ultimately the fact is mikvah waters are not so clean, so they take the shower afterwards. They shouldn't smell when he comes out. So that's the joke or someone's on Orach made. So in a place where mixes ben adam omdim ham levushin, like I said, the shower, the place where the showers are, in a men's mikvah, some people cover themselves, take a towel there, some people don't. And you're not supposed to put your tefillin on l'chadchil, to put them on. You're rosh, and if you want to go in that place, I guess, and not take a shower, maybe those people are not taking a shower, then you could. You should call them shamarumim, right, in the mikvah, or you're about to be told in the mikvah. Everyone physically takes their towel off before you go in. You don't go into the mikvah with a towel. I feel like you rosh and you have to take them off, even when you're waiting to go into the mikvah, even if you didn't go in yet. That's how it would apply to a mikvah. The same thing would apply by a spa. They have different types of spas. They have places with saunas. They have places, masseuse. I recently saw a masseuse walking down the street. I think it was a masseuse. He had that bed that the masseuse have. I should get a massage, right? I should incorporate it into my weekly schedule. So the same thing would apply by a spa. It depends how people are dressed. I'm going to explain this halacha in Shulchan Aruch, why it depends on whether people are dressed or not, in terms of why you shouldn't wear tefillin. The reason being that it's called Beis HaMerchatz in general, which specifically refers to the place where everyone's arum, everyone's naked, is because it's navish zuama. That's what the Gemara says. Navish zuama. It has a lot of sweat there, right? Because you have showers, you have a hot mikvah, the precipitation that comes out, right? Because it's so hot, the water is turning into gas, and it condenses it. So there's water in the air, and theoretically, that I think is the reason, is because it's going to ruin your tefillin. If your tefillin fall in water, it ruins them. And not, I would say, like Mishnah Berurah, who compares it, Uked Beis Hakisei Damya. He adds last words Mishnah Berurah on Hilchos Tefillin, Uked Beis Hakisei Damya. It's like a Beis Hakisei. I explained yesterday that a bathroom, there's no problem wearing your tefillin there, because there's no moisture over there. Only by Beis HaMerchatz there's moisture. Now Vizuma, sweat. There's no sweat in the Beis Hakisei in a bathroom. That will be the conclusion of today's shir. Stay tuned for Shulchan Aruch, where we discuss why it's related to being naked, coming up right now.